Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump into a little message. If you want to skip right to the reading, feel free to. I will put the timestamps in the comments down below. You can always find them there through any video. I always timestamp. So what I just wanted to jump into, a little bit of an explanation and a little bit of a thank you. So I did want to take a moment to say thank you to those beautiful souls who reached out to me yesterday. I really appreciate your kindness so much. And it also made me realize that I should probably explain how my channeling works. As I channel messages, I immerse myself in collective energy. I may sometimes say I or we because I am standing in your energy. It helps me to better understand your energy, where you're coming from, to understand why you make the decisions that you make within the readings, to feel your feelings, and a lot of other little things. It just gives me a lot of insight into your particular situation. So that is kind of what I wanted to explain. There were some souls who reached out to me, some really beautiful souls yesterday who reached out to me to see if they could just give me, a hug through the airways there, because they thought that I was going through some of these situations. Now, I may have experienced bits and pieces of different situations that come through within the collective energy as I'm reading. Spirit does give the reader a lot of background experience, and it is in fact to empathize and to understand who we're channeling for, who we're reading for. A lot of times your readers have been through a lot of really harsh situations. It is in fact to understand, to better understand, and to be compassionate and kind to those who are going through rougher situations. It's just understanding how hard it is to get through those yourself, and then being able to share that kindness with those who are suffering when they're suffering, right? So there is something like that. So I'm not exactly going through the things that are coming out in my readings, but it really does show what kind of soul you are to reach out and be so kind as to share a message with me. So thank you so much. Big hugs to you. I think you're amazing. So I just kind of wanted to explain that. If there are any other questions that you might have about channeling and how I channel to better understand the readings, you can ask me down below in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay? But that being said, all that being said, we are just going to hop in and I am going to see what Spirit has for you all today. All right. What do we have, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? All right. We have the River of Tears here. We have those crying over spilled cups. Now, I can't tell if this is a past situation. I do believe it must be. Yeah. Okay, so you've done a lot of healing. Now, I'm going to say you. This could be you or someone that you're dealing with, because I do kind of feel the energies flip-flopping back and forth. I am going to say it one way, hopefully to keep the confusion at bay. So I'm going to say you in this situation. I do feel like you could have cried buckets, I hear, in the past. I feel like there was a certain situation that you really wanted to go the long haul that did not, in fact, pan out. And I'm so sorry. Big hugs to you. I feel like this still may be a source of a bit of your sadness. Let's face it, when we walk through this world, we can be happy, we can smile at others, we can have a good time, and we can still have things that we tuck in on the inside that make us feel sad. I don't know why that's not more widely understood. I feel like there are a lot of people out there who feel like if they're not in this sun energy in every aspect of their life, they're doing something wrong. That's not the case. Happiness is an extreme emotion, just like sadness is an extreme emotion. And we're not supposed to live in those all the time. And I feel like that's where the confusion kind of sets in. You know, we'll experience all sorts of ups, downs, and in-betweens, right? I feel like that should be normalized when we're talking about our feelings. And not make happiness seem like such an unreachable goal. Like I said, you could be happy in some ways and still tuck in that sad and be sad in others, right? We have a lot of different areas of life that we're working with, right? So I am kind of seeing that energy here. I do feel like you've gotten to a point where you are, you know, pretty happy. You've got a lot of good going on. You've probably created a lot of good, but I feel like there is something in your emotional space that still kind of breeds a little bit of sad. It's like you still look back and may think, man, I really wish that would have gone somewhere further. I really wish it would have become something more. There are still 2 cups to be had, but this figure right here, I feel like which is representing you at this time, is not ready to really turn around, pick up a brand new cup of their own love. It's like dipping it in the well of self and getting ready to offer it up to someone new. I feel like it's not yet been picked up. I feel like there are a lot of things in your world that you may feel like are just not ready yet. Just know that they're just around the bend. I feel like you are stepping in as this fool and getting ready to experience a whole lot more. So you might eventually be picking up one of these cups from inside of you and sharing it out with someone new, giving it another try. Yeah, there might be someone out there just over the bend there, or just around the bend, that wants to build something very stable with you. I feel like Spirit may be saying, just because you haven't wanted to yet doesn't mean you're not going to, right? Doesn't mean that chance is not going to come knocking at your door like everyone else, right? Yeah, it does look like someone is getting ready to make you an offer. It may be one you really want to move forward with very quickly. This person might come charging in passionately, and you might surprise yourself with how fast you offer up that cup, how fast you dip it in the well of yourself and hand it out there. I feel like you may be very surprised, but I feel like there are parts of you that are very, very ready to manifest something into your world when it comes to the chalice aspect of your life, the cup, the love, right? I feel like when that opportunity presents itself, you can, you know, experience it one of 2 ways. You can say no thank you, and then it ends there, or you can offer up that cup and see where it goes, and that's a whole new adventure in itself, right? Now, I don't know if someone from the past would try to step forward if you tried to step into something new. That might happen. Someone from your past that you argued with or that you had a falling out with. It could even be this person that you had spilled cups over. This could have been a marriage. There are 3 cups here, so it could have been a husband, a wife, and a child, or a husband, a wife, and someone else interfering. Could be something like that as well. This person may try to step back in to kind of put their 2 cents in. Just know that you can listen to someone and say thank you for your thoughts on what I'm doing in my life, but when it comes down to it, you are the one that's in charge of what you nurture, what you put your love into, and it is always entirely your decision. No one from the past should be able to tell you where you can offer your cup in the future if you are divorced or separated from someone, right? So just know that. I don't know what would possess someone to come out of the darkness and say, you can't do that. We were together in the past, so you can't find new or move on. I don't know if it's some type of a guilt trip that they try to give you. I don't know if something they try to create sadness. It's like, well, I maybe thought we were going to get back together eventually. And it's like, I kind of feel like it's a load of BS. They just kind of want to slow you down so you're not moving forward happily. So you're not grounding yourself down and finding your stability. So you don't get that 10 of Cups before they get that 10 of Cups. So you don't find your emotional happiness and someone to, I want to say, love you better than that person could have. I feel like, yeah, in that new connection, it's like they can offer you more right off the bat than even that past person was able to give you, I feel like, after some time. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Don't let the past hold too much weight over which direction you walk in the now. It is always entirely up to you which decision you choose to walk in, okay? I know you know that, but I feel like maybe you needed to hear it again. Yeah, I kind of hear, am I the a-hole? It's like someone's almost asking when this comes through or when this starts. It's like, am I being the wrong person? Am I the one making the mistake? Because I feel like this person is guilt tripping you into thinking that you are doing something wrong by moving forward. It's like, oh, well, maybe I didn't give it enough time. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should give it more time. I just feel like this person's trying to kind of throw you off balance because they see that you're passionately moving forward, that you've done the healing work, that you're not stuck on them, you're not crying over them anymore, that you did find some level of happiness. I feel like your past person's a little jealous that you found that is basically what keeps coming to mind. Is there anything else? Yeah, this person is coming in because they also have love to give. They may not show it right off the bat, but I feel like you see that they're offering something to match yours. So their matching energy is equal or on par with what you're giving. And I feel like that's already a victory. I feel like that's already more than the past. Big hugs to you if this is you that's going through this, because I feel like you were made to believe that love was conditional. You were made to believe that you had to jump through hoops to be worthy of love. That is not the case. And I feel like you are starting to figure this out, or you will very soon be figuring this out, that you don't have to do anything other than just be exactly you to be worthy of someone's love, effort, and energy. I feel like you are so used to grasping for breadcrumbs that this person was the past person was tossing you when it came to love, that's how you expect love to be. And I feel like you're soon and very soon going to realize that's not love at all. That was the bare minimum, if even that. And I feel like this person's got buckets loads of love and understanding and emotional understanding underneath of it all. I feel like this person is very emotionally wise. So they have a depth of understanding when it comes to their emotions, other people's emotions. I feel like that's really going to, one, surprise you, but two, excite you, because this is someone you can kind of meet on your level, which is, I want to say, almost unheard of. Like, you just didn't expect that to happen. I feel like it's like nobody loves like I do. You might have walked through this world for quite a while believing that nobody could match your energy when it came to love, or nobody could match your values when it came to love. I feel like you're going to finally let this be put to rest when this King of Cups comes in. That's the last of the tower of that old part of your life is going to crumble, and the new is going to be ushered in, because it's going to build, you're going to be able to build from a very solid platform. I feel like this could be coming in very, very soon. This message, this new beginning. Yeah. This person is passionately moving towards you. Yeah. Passionately. Look at all these wands. This person is ready for victory. They don't know what they're going to get, but they're ready to jump in like the Fool. Yeah. Why? Because they want you as the lover. They want to offer you that cup. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy, and I love this for you. I feel like you're going to get to experience a love unlike you've ever experienced before. This is going to be on your level. I know, unheard of, but here it comes. So get yourself ready, collective. I'm so excited for you. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fantastic. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Where do I want to go? I want this. I love this deck. This is a special deck. My brother and my sister-in-law gave this to me for my birthday a few years ago, and I just love the way this energy flows in this deck. All right, blessings. See, don't you love it? Blessings coming through, Spirit on deck. All right, collective. Yeah, you don't see it coming. Wow. Okay, look. I hear Spirit is rewarding you for your loyalty. I feel like you have been loyal to the path, to the purpose, putting that effort in. It's like when Spirit kind of gives you that nudge, it's time to dive in, it's time to learn, it's time to expand, it's time to grow, it's time to let go. I feel like you're really on point. It's like you just automatically jump in and take what Spirit's offering. And because of that, Spirit has this cornucopia of blessings that they're ready to pour into your life. And I feel like the best part about this is you don't do it because you know you're going to be blessed. This is just, Spirit's just doing this as a bonus. It's like you're ready to jump in and do the work because you know just that blesses you in itself. It teaches you how to move forward. It makes you a stronger version of self. So that in itself is already a blessing. And then you put blessings on top of blessings. That's what Spirit's doing here. Fantastic. Whatever these blessings are, I do hear abundance. So for some of you, this could be monetary, a monetary windfall. It could help you start your future. So to forge ahead or forge a strong foundation, maybe you needed a bit of money or a chunk of money to put down towards some type of business or some type of side hustle. So that may be coming in for you. I feel like it's all very innocent in the way it comes in, so you don't have to worry or add fear into the mix. I feel like Spirit is bringing this in a really beautiful way. Spirit loves you unconditionally, and they want you to be very prosperous in this life with that pomegranate there. And they love surprising. They love surprising us with this energy that comes in. They love showering it on us, right? It's like, you know, they'll do that anyway, but these extras that they throw in for those of you who are really doing the work out there, I feel like I hear, show me how good it can get, Spirit. And I feel like Spirit's like, you got it. It's like, hold out your hands. Maybe you're going to need to hold them out a little wider because there's a lot more coming than you think. That's the energy I keep getting. And I feel like, yeah, I hear both houses because I was going to ask which house, the inner house or, you know, the physicality around you. Spirit says both houses are going to be blessed in abundance. So around you is going to be blessed. So I do feel like for quite a few of you, there is a monetary blessing coming in. For others of you, this is a lot of inner house things. So this is understanding and growth and standing in your power. It's that type of energy. And it is coming in throughout this season. We have the sunflowers. Sunflowers could be important to you. I know I absolutely love them. They're from my favorite time of year, right? Coming into the fall. So sunflower, admiration. I feel like you may have a lot of people out there who actually admire you for what you do or how you move. I feel like you may have a very specific person who is admiring you from afar right now, checking in on you and seeing how you're doing. This person may love to keep up with you as well. You reveal a lot of what you're doing, or you share that maybe on social media. You could be up on a platform, but I feel like you share bits and pieces of your journey with those around you, or like I said, could be over the waves here on the internet somewhere, on a certain site, sharing bits and pieces of your knowledge, or wisdom, or things that you've gained or understand. I feel like it is really the key to helping others move forward. When we share our experiences, our ups, downs, and in-betweens, we let others know there is hope and that they can get through. It's like, well, if you can do it, I can do it. And I hear, damn right, we want people to feel that way. We want other souls to feel that way. If I can do it, you can do it, right? We're here to encourage each other. We're all just walking each other home, right? And I feel like that's something to keep in mind here as well. You are being, I hear, eternally blessed. Wow. What have you done, collective? What have you accomplished? Because Spirit is like really doting on you. It's like, I hear the favored child, and I feel like a lot of you are really showing up as that is the favorite. It's like you're being blessed with gift after gift, or that's about to kind of be ushered in for you. This energy is really fantastic, and I hear everything's coming full circle. So Spirit is just saying that everything you've been doing, all the work you've put in, is about to come back to you, and I feel like tenfold. Yeah, I hear, forget that, 1,000-fold. It's like, I feel like Spirit is like, um, it's like, yeah, you asking Spirit, if I do this, will you double it? And Spirit says, double it? No, we can't possibly do that. We're gonna quadruple it though. I hope you don't mind. We're just gonna give you more than you thought. That's kind of what what I'm getting here. Spirit on deck. Have faith. Your blessings are coming. If it's been a long time coming, just know you're due, right? Have you ever seen that picture? It's a little boy and a little girl, and the little girl is sitting on the bench and she is covering her mouth because she's laughing, and the little boy has his arms behind his back because he's got a surprise for her. And it says, you smiling and being happy because you know the universe is ready to offer you up all the things that they feel you deserve. It's that energy. So if I can find that, I will try to post that up. It's so cute. But that's the energy I'm getting right here. And I feel like you're just giggly and happy about it. Everything is coming into play for you. And it's all part of your divine plan. It's all an effort to help you move forward. Yeah, Spirit on deck. That positive energy, that vibration of forward movement and passion and purpose all comes through here. All because you're stubborn. You wouldn't say no. You wouldn't take no for an answer. You wouldn't, when you came across those blocks, you powered through them and you found your way. You did your healing work. You came into your strength and you're happy all on your own. And I feel like Spirit's rewarding that. That's why. And if you haven't done all the work yet, get cracking, get in there. Your blessings are just up ahead. Really, they are. Yeah, this is that victory wreath. Have you ever seen when they put the wreath over the horses after they win the race? That's kind of what I'm seeing in my mind right now. So I do feel like victory and honor is yours. Spirit is... I hear something about a war cry. I feel like none of this was easy. And when I say, a lot of people assume that spiritual work is easy work. It's happy and it's peaceful. Yeah, after all the heavy stuff, after you work through all the hard parts and the tears and the blockages and I hear spiritual work is not for the faint of heart. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there who don't understand your journey, don't understand what trials and tribulations Spirit asked you to walk through to get to this victory. I see you. I understand you. I know that you had to walk through hell and back to get to where you need to go. Keep shining. I feel like... Spirit on deck, keep shining and keep evolving because Spirit just has more and more and more to offer you. There is no cap on what you can achieve or what you can be gifted in this life by Spirit. Stay on your path. It is the key to your success and your victories. And I feel like I didn't just say one victory. I said victories. You have many more ahead of you. So keep going. There's no cap off. You can just keep running throughout the whole of your life. You can keep running and experiencing all of these really beautiful experiences. Yeah, you do have something coming in very, very soon. It could be a romantic partner as well coming in. Spirit may be ushering that in as well. I was kind of getting something like that. I believe it was yesterday in the charms portion that there is romance coming in for quite a few of you out there. Is it you? Maybe it is. All right. And if it is, it was because romance has been that mountain for you, has been really hard. You've been held back in love. That might be why love is coming in for you to experience. And I want to say the good parts of it. It's going to balance out the past. All right. Yeah. Excellent forward movement. Look at that stagnation in reverse. We could keep going. The passion. It's because of the passion and the transformation, the growth, the happiness, the sweetness. We could keep going. I could exhaust the deck. I just don't feel like we have to. You're amazing, collective. You really, really are. Look at this. And it all comes back to the beginning. You don't see it coming, but these blessings, oh, these blessings are coming. It's going to be huge transformation in your life. I really love it. Stay passionate, stay purposeful, take those steady steps in the direction of your wishes, hopes, and dreams. Follow that soul's inner compass. It will never, never, never steer you wrong. I love it. Okay, where do we want to go? I want to go here. I think I do. Okay, what do we have? What do we have for this gorgeous collective? Am I holding this in reverse? I am. It's a user error, not a card thing. Okay, so we have the facade and beliefs. Okay, I did hear something along the lines of, yeah, someone who, now this could be you or someone that you're dealing with. I do feel like there is someone here who doesn't really know what they believe in anymore when it comes to a belief system, or if they had a lack thereof, they might not know what they believe in now because of certain experiences that have led them into believing in something greater than themselves. It could be something like that, but I feel like just trust divine timing. So if this is you or someone you're soon to be dealing with, just trust that timing, trust the timing of, because Spirit is kind of ushering things in as they're supposed to be experienced. Yeah, action for forward movement. I feel like the glasses fall off. The rose-colored glasses fall off. Yeah, I hear this is hard. Okay, collective. I'm going to say it this way, but it doesn't matter which side of the reading you are on. There is no shame at all in any one of these readings about being on any one of the sides in the reading. We are all here on a growth journey. We're all here growing and expanding at different moments. Our divine timing is different from our neighbor's divine timing, right? So we don't have to worry about putting ourselves in competition with anyone. The only person we should be in competition with is the person we were yesterday, right? So look at it that way. I feel like it's much easier to walk through life. You don't really have to berate yourself for where you are. You can just be satisfied with where you are. So I said all that to say this. I do feel like you may have shown someone that the spiritual journey is hard. And they may have had a picture of how it was supposed to look, you know, sunshine, rainbows, unicorn farts, all that good stuff, right? And they may have thought that that was the way you walk through life. So you had it easy. You were on easy street. You were cruising down easy street to get to where you wanted to go. They stepped onto the spiritual path a little later than you, and these rose-colored glasses got knocked off by a passing branch as they were going over the potholes while the bike was on fire and they were still pedaling right up the mountain both ways. So that's kind of what I'm getting, and I see someone sitting down and they're bruised and they're battered and they're on the journey, you know, because some parts of it are like that. Not to frighten anyone if you haven't gotten to any of the hard bits, the messy bits. It's still part of the beauty of it, but I see someone rubbing their knee and they're bruised and they say, man, this is hard. Harder than I thought, harder than I imagined, you know, and I feel like you'd never look back and say, I told you so. You'd probably reach out a hand and say, you need some help. Because you get to a point on the journey where you realize that you become empathetic. I feel like those of us who walk through this world and we stand in kindness, compassion, and we have empathy for others, these are the souls that have really been through some fierce battles. It takes so much to be soft. And I feel like it's just an understanding that people around you, everybody's going through something different and they deserve our soft. I feel like that's what it comes down to. It's like we see in the reflection, it's like when this person, you come upon this person from the past who kind of maybe even made you feel bad about what you were going through. Like, it's so easy. You must be doing it wrong, you know? I feel like you see yourself in the reflection. You're like, dang, I remember when it first got hard for me too. And I feel like that's the stance you're taking. It's actually really, really beautiful. It's a really beautiful thing to see a soul get to a point where they recognize their evolution, and I feel like you do. You could have turned around and said, yeah, you might want to dig yourself out of the mud, but I feel like instead, you're like, here, have a hand. Here's a cloth. Here's some Band-Aids. Get back up, dust yourself off. You're going to have good times and bad, and I feel like you might give a little bit of wisdom and then keep on moving, right? I'm not saying you have to dig somebody out of the dirt, but I feel like you would offer up kindness, right? Yeah. Offer up kindness. I feel like from your offer of kindness to help someone may actually come a romantic response to that. Yeah, we've got Venus, and it's like the planets align in just the right alignment for you and this person particularly. I don't know what's going on up there. I don't normally keep track with the planets as much, but I do feel like whatever's going on might be really conducive to you finding that romance that I want to say the one that you didn't expect was coming. That's kind of how I feel here. Yeah, and it's going to ground down into the physical. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. I am just seeing that here, so we'll call it out. I do feel like this is grounding down into the physical, into the, present abundance, something to be grateful for. I feel like this person is so grateful to find somebody else who's kind of going through it or understands what they're going through, because let's face it, this person could have been stuck on this hard part of the path for quite a while, and maybe gotten to the point where they realized they had to trek it alone until it's like until they got through it, or until they found a like soul, right? And I feel like really what it comes down to, they didn't expect to find a like soul. And I feel like you're a welcome change or a welcome reprieve from the heavy energy. Yeah. This person's been going through a healing process. And I feel like I hear, just looking at that, you say, oh gosh, I understand. I get it. Diving in, finding and pulling all those things up by the roots is painful stuff. It's hard work. It doesn't feel good, right? Yeah, that emotional storm that's on the inside. Memories come up. I do feel like this is the person from the past. There is a sense of reunion here. There is a sense of soul ties. The two of you may have been destined for the here and now, but not so much destined to be some... It's like you didn't realize that this person was supposed to be for your future, not for your then and there, right? Because I feel like we're looking back on it. A little hard to get into words. Bear with me, I'm trying. Channeling is something completely different. It's like being here, there, and everywhere all at the same time. So when I channel, I'm standing in the past, the present, and the future all at once. When you stand in spirit, spirit doesn't have a past, present, and future. They're just, you know, ever present. So sometimes it's a little hard to channel that into physical words that make sense in our physical journey, right? Okay, I'm trying. Like I said, bear with me. Oh, okay. Regret, repression. Yeah, this person may regret the things they said to you. They may not even realize they've said these things to you. It may come up, bubbling up. You may kind of be a little standoffish with them at first as far as romantic advances, and they might kind of search their memory. I see someone going through a catalog, like in a library. They pull out the long drawer and they're going through. It's like, what did I do to this person? What type of experiences did we have? Oh yes, I said that, that, and that. And then the horror strikes, right? The internal storm happens and this person regrets what they said. They repressed it because at the time it wasn't important what they said. They were kind of just living it up in their ego, right? And now they're standing in their raw and real, and the things that they said in the past don't really resonate anymore, if you get my drift. So there could be a little embarrassment as well. There could be an apology, and that would be a show of strength, that apology, that bringing light to the situation and empowering themselves. It is actually very, very empowering to take responsibility for your rights and your wrongs, right? Really powerful to take responsibility for your wrongs. Takes a lot to be humble, right? Yeah. This person's got assistance. They've been really working on their self-care, and whatever those planets are doing again, I feel like there's something going on up there. They're just drawing this person in your direction. I feel like there's something more to learn, and I do feel like there's something more to be experienced, and I feel like it's something that you do not expect. Yeah, it's like that activation happens then and there. It's like all of a sudden spirit flips the switch. I'm seeing a light switch, and I heard universe, I left the light on. So I feel like to help provide with this clarity and attraction, yeah, there's transcendence and transcending the old, but there, I don't know, Spirit really turned up the heat, and I feel like there's going to be a really magnetic attraction in this particular situation. If this is for you, this is definitely something you don't expect. I feel like both of you could be very, very surprised by the energy that flows between the two of you. I feel like it's like I hear sparks. Sparks that could set wildfires. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I feel like both of you could be in your free energy, moving in any direction, not tethered down by anyone or any certain thing. Yeah. And I hear remember and awakening. And I feel like there might have been an attraction before between the two of you, maybe more repressed, or both of you had repressed it at the time. Something like that. Yeah, but it's coming back around. This communication is coming very, very soon, and it's coming with a whole lot of truth, and this person expressing that to you very clearly. It's going to balance out that scales. It's justice for the past. But with that justice comes abundance and celebration. May even end in a family situation with a home and commitment. So I hear this could go all the way, and I'm hearing cheering. So it was like football stadium stuff. Somebody could be into football or getting ready to enjoy a football season or excited about the upcoming football season. Could be something like that. Yeah, but this is a rebirth in this connection, and there's a lot of great change coming in. I really love it. I could keep going, but I do feel like we would just keep going around and around with the energy. So yeah, this, I kind of want to sit up top. Action, new beginnings, Jupiter, courage. And I feel like this person coming towards you has had the courage to step into their healing and really throw themselves into it, and get they're ready to get their lumps and bumps. And because of that, they're being gifted with all of this new coming. And they're allowing that great change to be ushered in. Yeah. I hear gone are the days of the mask. So it's been dropped, or it got knocked off on the journey, one way or the other, right? Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Do we want this? Yeah, I'm going to give you this deck and one more. So today's going to be just a little bit longer. I don't know that I will be able to film tomorrow. There's going to be a lot. We're having work done on the house, so there could be a lot of noise going on, and I just don't know if I'll be able to film tomorrow. So you might not see me tomorrow, but I'll be back the next day, okay? If that happens, if I can squeak it in, I will get a little something out. But it depends. They might be starting very, very early in the morning. And it's going to be a lot of banging all day long. So, all right, let's see. What do we have? Ooh, intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. I love it. And I just got really excited. This makes me feel like you kind of know this person is coming. You feel this. You feel the connection. There is telepathy between your two hearts. So this is a very powerful soul connection. You may be experiencing that apology. I am seeing a tether to the last reading. You could resonate with the last reading and this one as well, or you don't have to. You could just resonate with this one. Yeah. Okay, so somebody may be apologizing for choosing someone else over you and realizing that they made a mistake. They could have had to go through a karmic lesson with that other person that they chose, only to realize that they only wanted you, that you were the one that they left behind. So instead of it being one day up in the future, we've got a day one coming up. So, I feel like this person is going to be coming in with an apology and asking for your forgiveness, wanting to return into your life. They'll give you time to think about it, because I feel like they want you to have that clarity. And I feel like they're going to throw it out there, all of it out there on the table. It's like you can reject the offer if you want to. If that brings you peace, I feel like this person would be okay with it. They would realize that's their karma. That for their pride and their ego, they chose out of pride and ego to go in a different direction. They realized maybe too little too late, maybe not, but they're going to give it a go, right? So for some of you, this might be somebody that missed the boat when it comes to you, or they might just be able to get on that boat. I don't know if they had to row out to meet it, right? I just kind of feel like this may bring up past things, and I feel like for both souls here, but there's still a possibility, and so they have to try. It's like they don't want to live in the curse. They don't want to live in that hex, that negative mindset. And if they don't try, they'll never know. So they have to see if they have to, you know, jump in like the fool to see. They're still hoping that it could go the right way. So let's see. Yeah, healing. I feel like this person has maybe done a lot of that. And I feel like they would really love to heal this situation with you as well. Clear up all that confusion so that way you don't feel conflicted. They don't feel conflicted. It's like either it's going to go somewhere or it's going to be the end and a jumping off point into the new. It's like I'll realize that I've missed my opportunity with someone that I feel like is for me. It's like I realized it too late. It's like I was following my ego. It's like part of me realized I was making a mistake. I was following my pride. I was stuck in my ego. You know, that's part of our lessons and our growth and our learning, right? It's like now they might be obsessed with coming back in your direction, obsessed with the type of love that you give. We have that divine feminine energy and that obsession. It's obsessed with the love. Now, this could be a twin flame situation, a high-level soulmate situation. We started off with that telepathy and that inner knowing and that feeling. It's like you can feel this you can literally feel this person getting closer. You can feel it when this person's in the area. And I feel like they might be feeling that too. There's a longing going on here. And I feel like they might have taken some time away from you to try and live life. But I feel like, because I feel like this situation may have gotten exhausting. They may have been suffering from like an emotional and a mental and a spiritual exhaustion when it came to this connection. They had to start off and do the healing work to pull back. So there could have been some runner chaser type energy getting to that breaking point and then doing the work. There may be a confession about that, and a confession of feelings, how they feel, why they were withdrawn, why they had to go through this lonely, solitary time. I feel like it was, in fact, to heal, to kind of meet themselves on a deeper level, right? I feel like we all get to that at different times, but we all have to go through it. We all have to try and understand ourselves, or dive in and find some level of understanding so we can have some type of forward movement, right? This person had to work through inner conflict, and you know, that ego battle, when we battle our own ego, that is one of the hardest, most difficult spiritual battles that you can face, is your own ego. Because when you finally get the ego to lay down its sword and shield and kneel, it's like you finally get to move forward. That's a tough battle for everyone. We have to learn to take our perspective and other people's perspectives into consideration. And I feel like that's something that the ego kind of blocks out sometimes, right? It's that other people's perspectives and feelings are just as important as our own if we want them to be an intricate part of our lives, right? I feel like this person did a lot of spying. You may have also looked in on this person. It could be through tarot readings. Doesn't have to, but it could be. Just trying to get an idea of where they are on their journey, and if they're coming, when they're coming. I feel like it's not really so much an if, but a when. I feel like you always kind of knew it was going to be a when. There may be times where you doubt it. You know, there's that feeling on the spiritual journey, and I feel like you may have gotten to that point where you realize none of us are separate from anyone else. We are all just one big web of connectedness. Our hearts, our minds, you know, we're all connected. And I feel like once you realize there is no separation, you realize that there never was a separation. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody who kind of feels that way as well. I feel like it really did get rid of the hopelessness, and it kind of sparked that chemistry again. Yeah, I hear awakening. So a different level of awakening here. Yeah, this is it. We're going to find out what it is. It's either going to be leaving behind enclosure, or the brand new beginning, and diving into the depths and creating a new foundation. It's one way or the other, spirit on deck. That's what they're saying this is going to be. Now, I am just the reader. I just let you know what is coming so you can make a well-informed decision about what you want for yourself. You don't have to jump in with both feet. You can take your time and see if this is right for you. For some of you, it'll be a yes. For others of you, you'll decide it's a no. And that's okay either way. Spirit's not telling you what to do, only that it's coming. I feel like there will be a great many of you that are ready to jump in and experience this. I did see pain in reverse. So I do feel like a lot of the pain from the past, you may be shocked to realize that that's gone now. Yeah, we're not trapped to that. We're not stuck to that. There's a loyalty here and a trust, and I feel like one that never really left. So I am going to cut it there. That's what I feel like is going on here. If this is for you, I feel like you'll know it, right? For those of you who feel like this could be you in the future, you might be right there as too. So we're gonna, yeah. Wow. Releasing and letting go, moving on, walking away. I feel like this person is letting go and walking towards you. And yeah, there's a loyalty here. This person is very loyal to you by heart. I have to tell you that. You might not realize that, but they're very loyal to you by heart. They may have lived a touch of a shallow existence. That's the card I saw before I plopped the other ones down. They may have been so stuck in their ego that they were quite a bit shallow from the past. So that may help you kind of pinpoint or put your finger on who this person is. For those of you who needed to think about it, I feel like there are those of you who know exactly who I'm talking about. All right, we're going to hop in here. This is our last deck for today. All right, Spirit, what do we have? I want this. We have the Puffin and Partnership. I love it. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. I do fear a fear. Oh my, I didn't mean to say that. I do fear it is coming near is what I wanted to say. Some of you out there might be really terrified at the idea of a new partnership. You may have some okay, so I'm getting this thing that's kind of coming up and bubbling up from within me. And it's funny because it kind of crossed my mind the other day when I was talking to someone. You know, human nature, we can't heal certain things until we have the opportunity to heal them. So a lot of things as far as partnerships and sharing our lives and sharing our ups and downs and in-betweens and sharing our bodies. And it's like all of these things where little insecurities may lie from past relationships or past experiences. Sometimes, you know, we don't get to heal them until we step into an opportunity with someone new where they're pulled up to the surface, right? So if you have held off from dating for a while, these fears in this situation or with you yourself, I do feel like some of them may be body insecurities or you not seeing your body very clearly. And I hear you don't realize how beautiful you are to a stranger because you see yourself every day. You don't see yourself through the eyes of that stranger, right? So there is something about that going on here. You may feel like you're not seen, you're not heard, or you may feel unattractive. I don't feel that that's the case. I actually feel like it's the opposite. Oh, wow. Okay. For some of you out there, you may have assumed that because people don't ask you out, they may have asked your friends out. You may have assumed that you're not as attractive as them. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not pretty enough? So you keep trying, or am I not good looking enough? Am I not handsome enough? It's like, so you keep trying to better yourself and better yourself, thinking that you're doing something wrong or that you're just not showing up in the right energy or whatever it is, you're blaming yourself. I feel like it's not that you're not attractive enough. You're so attractive, it's terrifying. I feel like there are, oh my gosh, I feel like you give people, I hear you're going to give somebody the big one. It's like they're terrified to step towards you and ask you out. And that would be why it's easier to ask your friends. It would be easier to take that blow to the confidence. It's like then they can play it off, no big deal. But no, you're that prize. You're the prize to be had. So it's like, I feel like that might be the problem. I feel like you don't know how attractive you actually are. People don't tell you you're beautiful. People don't tell you you're handsome. It's because you're so handsome or you're so beautiful that they assume you already know, and they don't need to inflate your ego any more than they assume it already is. Does that make sense to you? Oh wow. Oh my. Oh, let's grab that. So, assertive. You might have someone coming towards you who is actually going to be very assertive with you to the point they're actually going to step towards you and speak what they're thinking. Somebody's going to be very brave. We have Moose and Wisdom. That's the one that fell. And it's like, I feel like the wisdom in this situation is, if I don't try, I'll never know. So you have someone getting really brave, stepping towards you. Just know it is taking a lot for this person to step towards you. Again, I hear you just don't know how beautiful or how handsome you are. I hear butterflies, and I see a little butterfly here. You give people butterflies in their stomach, and I hear no. Butterflies maybe, but no. Dancing elephants. So you may really make people feel like kind of off kilter or off balance. I hear smelling good, looking right. So, yeah, I hear body tight, snatched, whatever. It's like you're looking so good. Oh my gosh, how funny is this? It says raccoon, inventor. It says decide what you really want. And I feel like Spirit is giving you the opportunity to decide what you really want. Yeah, we have the Raven. I feel like intuitively, you know this is coming. You know it's on its way to you. You might realize that this person is nervous, but you might not really like understand the depths or the heights of it or why. I feel like that's one of the reasons. I feel like that answer has eluded you for a really long time. You're overly good looking. And that's the problem. Herein lies the problem. It's like maybe if you walked around in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, you know, like your comfies, your pajamas, or your fuzzy slippers, people might feel like, oh, okay, I can approach now. It's like, I feel like there's a level playing field. It's just like when you're all done up, it's like, you have the wow factor. And I feel like people are struck by you or enamored with you. It's got that energy. People might avoid eye contact with you or not really talk to you. They may be around you and want to sit next to you but not speak to you. And you think, God, I guess nobody really wants to talk to me. Nobody actually wants to get to know me. I feel like this person is going to be the one to break it to you. After you start dating this person, they may actually confide in you. It's like, wow, I didn't think you were going to say yes. I mean, you're so gorgeous or you're so handsome. It's like you could have anybody. And you might be sitting there like, oh, wait a second, what do you mean? I feel like this is going to be one of those situations where you're just wowed by the thought of it. I feel like it might actually put a lot of experiences into perspective for you. Okay. So funny. Yeah. Ladybug, good luck. Good luck coming in. Swan and Grace. And I do see the swans as being partners as well. Mirror souls. And I feel like this person coming in is going to have a lot of patience with you and kindness. So those things that you are insecure about, I feel like you don't have to worry about it. I feel like this person's willing to move slow with you. They're willing to sit with you in the quiet as you kind of make sense of your messy bits, right? I feel like this person realizes that you're human like anyone else and you've had experiences just like anyone else. Yeah, but I feel like this person might even have people rallying around you to encourage you. It's like, let me introduce you to my people. It's like, let me show you how nice and how kind and how welcoming people can actually be. I feel like you've always maybe felt like an outsider, like always pushed to the outside. Maybe there were always jealous people around you and you couldn't figure out why. I feel like it's going to really put things into perspective for you. I feel like you kind of convinced yourself that you were unworthy and unattractive over the course of the years is what I hear. So, yeah, we have dragon, supernatural. I feel like, all right, collective. This is the energy that you bring to the table. And I feel like it may scare people. It may scare people. You could be gifted. You could be highly, highly intuitive. People could know that. That could be just another thing that keeps them, keeping you at arm's length. It's like, oh my God, no, that amazing person is going to see all my insecurities. Oh no, we can't have that. They can't get close enough, right? I feel like that's what it is. Yeah, higher calling. I feel like you may be really strong on your path right now, stepping towards your purpose. Yeah, people may look at, we have nobility and higher calling, dragon, so supernatural energy. You are ancient, wise sage. It says you can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. This is how you're being viewed. Almost in an unnatural, supernatural light. It's like, I hear you're just wow. It's like, and I see people staring at someone with their mouth open. It's like everybody's walking around. What I'm kind of seeing here, it's like there's a whole bar full of people and everybody's dressed real nice. Everybody's trying to meet somebody. And then you walk in, collective. But you look like a universe. It's like shaped like a body, but a universe of stars, exploding stars, twirling galaxies. It's like you walk in the place with that energy while everyone else is just, you know, in their everyday 3D type of you know, look, right? So it's like you're coming in automatically with something more. And I feel like it takes a really strong soul to be confident enough to approach you, right? The right souls. And spirit does filter souls out of the equation when they don't match your energy. So just know that that's also another blockade you'll have on the spiritual path. Not everybody's going to resonate with you. Not everyone that you're interested in is going to have what it takes to be part of your life. Okay. So do know that, you know, it's already slimmer pickings, I want to say, than maybe what other people have, right? If they're not on the spiritual journey like you are. But I do feel like it takes a really wise soul. It takes a real ready soul. And I feel like this person that's coming in towards you, for you to heal up these messy bits and for you to be authentically you in all of your supernatural energy, all of your amazingness, all of your beauty, your handsomeness, and then all of your flaws as well. It's like this person is... And I feel like they're not going to pick at you over your flaws. They're going to realize right out the gate that you're human just like anybody else. So no worries about that. And I feel like this person's going to make you feel very, very comfortable about just being you, right? About being yourself. I really love it. I feel like it's gorgeous energy. I want to say keep shining. That right person is coming in or coming in your direction. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's been fiercely independent for probably a really long time, right? I feel like you've had to be because I feel like you haven't had as many opportunities or real good opportunities when it comes to love. I feel like you'll know if I'm talking to you. You may be surprised to hear the reasons why, but you'll know that I'm talking to you. All right. Wow, interesting energy. All right, let's see. Your initials, their initials, and let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, sorry. Spirit does funny things sometimes. Or, I don't know. I just feel that they're funny. Okay. I hear that song that came to me yesterday. I hear I feel so alive. If I can think of it, I'll put it down below because my brain doesn't work outside of a channel. So, okay, let's get all these. Let's see if we can get all these flipped. Speed up the process here. Okay, your initials, their initials. You can pause your screen and check that out. And now I'm going to get into any other messages we may have here. I hear wed. Okay. And now I'm hearing something about dinos. Okay, so, wed first. And I feel like someone right off the bat may be having, ideas about what it might be like to marry you or to be your other half. It's like I hear indulging in the daydreams about what it might be like to wake up next to you in bed, to have breakfast with you, to, you know, share coffee with you, and to share their thoughts and their feelings with you. It's like all of those things, just those very normal things, going on family vacations. It's like experiencing new places and new things and new foods. And it's like all that kind of stuff. It's like they're imagining, I feel like straight out the gate, what it would be like. Maybe even before they step towards you, they might be daydreaming about the type of life the two of you could have. So somebody is really gung-ho about you. And I do kind of feel it tethered to the very last reading. So that could be here. That could be that. If you resonated there, that might be something here as well. I heard something about dinos. It just reminds me of my son when he was little. So you may have a little one that is, I want to say dino obsessed. I know my son was when he was little. I don't know why that's coming through, but I feel like it's really sweet and you indulge in that. You know, that young child could grow to want to be a paleontologist. I know my son is still debating that type of a trajectory in in what he's looking to do as he grows. He's a freshman in high school, but he's been saying he wanted to be a paleontologist since he was a little tiny tyke. Always super into dinosaurs, knew all their names and everything about them, what they ate, what period they were from. And I indulged in that with him because I knew it was something that fed his creativity or his excitement, right? So you could be doing that as a parent as well. Could be for someone, or you could be a young adult and be very, very interested in that. Now I'm hearing other things like cryptozoology. I love all that stuff. So much fun, pretty interesting. And different cryptids. Yeah. I feel like it's just kind of diving into, it's like believing in the unbelievable or wanting it. I hear I want to believe, and then I'm seeing like UFO things. So somebody could be really into different things like that. Your new person could be into things like that as well. I heard the fish. So I don't know if somebody has fish. Maybe Spirit will elaborate. No, okay, I hear the abundance. The abundance is coming in. And I'm seeing, okay, for some of you, your abundance has taken longer to get to you, and I feel like this is your divine slice of the pie. It's taken a little extra time to get to you. I see a fish swimming upstream. It's like traveling upstream to bring you the gift. So it's taken a little longer, but I feel like it's for grander purpose or greater purpose. I don't know if you had someone in your life in the past who would have squandered your blessing that's supposed to be for you. So it's like Spirit just kind of gave it a little bit of a rougher stream, so that way it would get to you in time, not a second before and not a second too late, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like it's like, yes, it's owed to you and it's on its way to you, but you need to make sure the coast is clear before this abundance comes in. For some of you, you may have had a private investigator involved in an old relationship. You may have suspected this person of cheating or doing something under the radar, something sneaky. And I feel like it was found out. And I feel like that also has something to do with that blessing taking its time to get to you. It's like that person had to be out of the equation. So it may have taken a little longer. I heard something about a pro. You could be considered a professional in whatever area of work that you work in. I feel like you're damn good at what you do. Whatever it is that you do, you're good. I feel like I hear you make a lot of sales, or your art just has something more, or your music just has that extra special touch, or it's like you're a step above the rest. If you're a YouTuber, you've got something more, you've got that shine. It's got that energy. You just got something more. And I don't know how we got to that, but I just heard Scooby Snacks. Maybe maybe that makes sense to someone. Yeah, I don't know. I heard Scooby. Shaggy and Scooby. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was a very playful, silly thing. I hear wanting to rise, so that could be connected to Shaggy and Scooby in some way. I don't know if it's like a nickname. Could be something like that, but it's like, I feel like if that's you, you're looking to rise in some way, or to be that professional, or to be that pro that people want to gravitate to. It does have that energy there. I heard something about bad. I hear it isn't so bad to be so good. It's like, I don't know if somebody is looking at you like a goody two-shoes or something, but I feel like, yeah, I'm hearing something kind of sassy. Yeah, kind of spicy. It's like, you have to accept my good girl before I show you my bad girl, something like that, or bad guy, you know, whatever. Flip it how how it fits you, but that's what I'm hearing. It's like wanting to protect that part of me so I can show another part of me. It's like, I'm hearing it's like I'm not all one thing, and it's like you'd be unwise to believe I'm only one thing. So that's what's coming through here. So you might be, you know, always do the right thing, or try to always do the right thing. And people may assume that you have no, you're only one dimension, right? I don't feel like that's the case with any one person, right? All right, let's see. What do we have in the charms here? But it was sassy, and it was kind of saucy, and I kind of liked it. So, all right. All right. I felt like I really needed to. All right, we have ancestors on deck again here. We have Emperor, Empress energy showing up. We have Zen energy showing up. Yeah. I feel like it's really taken you places. I feel like this spiritual journey, you are under protection. You have, your roots are deep and you flow. This is all one message. Spirit is ushering in this energy. I feel like your ancestors are on deck. You could have a masculine ancestor who has been kind of guiding you along. And they're so proud of how far you've come. You are, I feel like, on this spiritual journey, you are a warrior, you're a powerhouse. Look how far you've come. You've got that Emperor, Empress energy, and I feel like you have both. You are in full alignment in this energy, or you soon will be. We have that peace, that Zen energy, that understanding that whatever will be, we'll flow with it however it comes in. It's really taking you places, this energy. You're deeply rooted, but you flow. You are fantastic. You are amazing. And I feel like Spirit just wants to say all of this is in fact a gift. And I'm being guided to the golden snake. I feel like you have more gifts to come. It's like realizing that who you are in this now moment, standing in your power, is the gift. Anything else is just the extras, but no fear, the extras are coming. It's like that windfall of good things is coming through again. It's being delivered. Really beautifully. All right, collective, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.